everybody, Miss Willow here, and I feel like this video will both be able to go on my gaming channel and my art channel, so you'll probably see it in two places if you're following both, because this is a gaming-related asset, which I am making for my FarrenVale fantasy mod for Hytale, and that game is releasing very soon, and I am so excited to put my story characters and my art into that game and have a map or hopefully a server where people can play in the fantasy world with these characters and creatures and go on quests. But if you know me, I love my fantasy creatures and dragons, and I was trying to think of a small cat-sized griffin-like fairy species that I could add into different elemental biomes in the Hytale world, and potentially add them into my regular art stories too. But I was thinking, oh man, I'm struggling so much with this Griffin model. I tried making some really overly elaborate model that has just way too much going on, and I spent all of yesterday basically just remaking and scrapping and not liking everything that I've made, and I ended up just kind of making a mealworm model for the mealy drakes and little bugs that I wanted to do for like the farming in the mod. But I was like, okay, alright Amber, you need to just like go to bed and feel more refreshed in the morning to have better ideas and take your time. So that is what I did. This morning I elaborated on an accidental calico test of a griffin, or in this case, I ended up going for a calico cat theme, but ended up just having way too much fun with the calico textures, and instead made something very, very crazy. So I'm gonna go with Mottled Griffling for this creature as the name, and it's going to be a small cat-size elemental griffin, which hopefully in the FarrenVale fantasy mod will be able to be tamed and be a very cute little loving companion, somewhat like a cat, very sassy, scratches. I love my griffins to resemble more of the lions and big cats. I know in my last channel I drew a snowy leopard griffin, and other real-life animals kind of merged into these fantasy animals, such as blue jay griffin and more. So I kind of added the little spots from the idea of the snow leopard. Reminds me a little bit of Arya, who I also want to add into the FarrenVale fantasy as an NPC. Arya is a snow leopard character that I have created a while back, who is a treasure hunter slash pirate, and she is really, really, really good at determining what kind of treasures are what, how old they are. I'm kind of stumping on the word for what that kind of like historian or something. But she's pretty cool, and I'm having a lot of inspiration to kind of merge my characters and creatures together, and this little species of griffin, I am very excited to add many, many variants. The first variant that I wanted to make and modeled first but did not like it, now I have a pretty good base that I'm happy with, so I can reuse this a little bit and tweak it, was a birch griffling who would spawn in little packs, little fairy griffin-like villages in the overworld biomes of Orbis, and have birch tree antlers with leaves growing off of them. I wanted them to be themed for the different kinds of biomes they come in, and in the world of FarrenVale, you'll find them different varieties in different places. So I figured, where in the world would you find a calico variant? Like, what kind of biome would that really fit in with? And I struggled a little bit with that until I decided, oh, hey, perhaps this could be a rarity, a very strange, you'll come across this as a rare occurrence in the world, different little Easter egg, like, cat variants of these grifflings. And I figured, you know, there would be a biome, or an island, rather, on my FarrenVale map, where hopefully I'm speculating, and I've already drawn out a lot of this map, is the idea that there will be a hatchery slash sanctuary biome, or area, an entire place of just protected, not attacked area where the player can go and learn how to interact with many, many, many different species of dragon and mythical creature and made-up animal like this, and be able to raise them and play with them and learn that they are not a threat. One of the ideas that I wanted for the server, possibly, and the map itself, is you as the player need to, despite consequences, despite the complications, you should be the warrior of FarrenVale, uniting the players, the humans, and the beast world, and making them one, and friends with each other. And even though there are bad guys, like Count Talonsworth, who is a major dragon trapper, hunter, hates fantasy character, he's just the all-evil guy that you might come across way, 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 way far away. You may have to learn the different ways to befriend all of these creatures. So this is my Mottled Griffling, mottled because it's no longer really just calico, it's just crazy engraved. And I posed it, and I'm really, really excited to animate this. So, oh my goodness, if you're excited about the FarrenVale fantasy mod, oh my goodness, you should keep taking a look. Feel free to, subscribe and follow for more updates, and feel free to tell me any suggestions if you think I could do better on something. I'm always up for hearing criticism, and I am just looking to do better. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you in Hytale!